ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of Reasonable... Wait. No,
that's the other one.
Yeah, we got a new channel. Go check that shit out.
Link in the description.
Yeah. But this is the Wrestling Rundown.
Yes.
Which we might want to talk about putting a W in. Symmetry.
Yeah, so let's leave that on the other.
Okay. Anyway, and this is the Raw review with the minimal W's. I was going to say none, but there's both words.
But they're not at the beginning of the words.
Yeah.
This is the...
Actually, the last letter of both
This is the 101st edition of the Raw review.
Raw 101. We're going to teach you something.
Raw 1. You can't teach that.
We've done this for a long time now.
Yeah. Alright, so, matches that happened.
Give us money!
Cesaro versus Sami Zayn went to a no contest.
PayPal account.
And then that turned into a tag team match where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeated Cesaro and The Miz. We had the Shining Stars debut to defeat Corey Hollis and John Skyler. We had Dana Brooke defeat Becky Lynch. We had Breeze and Fandango, I think we're going to call the Pretty Boys, defeat the Golden Truth. We had the Usos defeat the Club.
We had Breezango?
Breezango. Stupid. No, we're going with Pretty Boys. Big Cass defeated Devon, and Alberto Del Rio defeated Kalisto.
Okay.
It was a very interesting match.
Stuff happened.
Match sets for Raw. We open with usual AJ Styles, Roman Reigns hyping up that they're going to go into the title match this Sunday and that they're going to be in their respective team corners for their tag team match later in the evening.
Yeah.
And then our first match was because Sami Zayn accidentally haluva kicked Cesaro on SmackDown, they were going to have a one-on-one match. We had Owens and The Miz at ringside, and then they ended up getting involved, and then everyone started fighting. And so Shane came out and said, hey, you know what? We're going to have a tag team match because, obviously you guys want to fight. So we're going to do Sami Zayn and Cesaro versus Kevin Owens and Miz.
Prissy... No.
Well, yeah.
Prissy McCuntface.
We're calling that from now on.
Prissy McCuntface.
But Stephanie came out and said, no.
I can be okay with
I
that.
think because of what happened on SmackDown, we should change it up. And it should be... Cesaro and Prissy McCuntface taking on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
McFuckface was his father's name.
no, he's a Mick don't give a fuck face. He's just, I'm gonna watch my son get beat up. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, a fun tag team match. It was fun to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens as a tag team for the first time in WWE.
Fantasy warfaring those guys against Kevin Steen and El Generico.
Ooh. You might find that on Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Yeah,
check that out.
right there.
Link in the description.
Hey! Fantasy warfare is a thing that's on that channel.
Yeah, so eventually we have Cesaro getting ready to do the Cesaro swing on Sami Zayn, but Miz blind tags his way in and he tries to do the swing.
Which I just kind of wanted to see.
It would have been impressive if he could do it.
I just wanted to see him fuck up.
But, Cesaro knew he was going to fuck up and gave him a skull-crushing finale.
When Cesaro came back in the ring, I was really hoping he was going to grab Miz around the waist and just start spinning while Miz was holding on.
That would have been cool. If that was, oh man, that would have been a great moment right there.
Or if he would have he would have reached through the Miz's arms and grabbed Sami Zayn's legs and started spinning, and the Miz was just stuck in the middle.
I think he could have set up the skull-crushing finale.
Yeah.
So anyway, he hits the skull-crushing finale on
Miz
the
dies.
Miz. Cesaro gets pulled out of the ring by Kevin Owens. Prissy McCuntface gets back up in the corner, gets a haluva kick, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn pick up the win, and then Kevin Owens attacks Sami Zayn and has the referee raise his hand because he won too.
Yeah.
We had Jericho being...
Fatty McDickbeard. Everyone's getting one of these names tonight.
Alright, we had Renee Young asking Jericho, saying, hey, Dean Ambrose has asked for some time later to address what happened on SmackDown. Do you have anything to say about that? He says, I'm going to give Ambrose one chance to apologize for destroying my jacket, and if he doesn't, I'm going to make him sorry. So Dean Ambrose actually comes out later and says that he wants Jericho out there, and ends up...
Crazy McStab-a-guy.
Wait, which...
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, okay.
Obviously.
No, just... Well, Jericho came out and said that no one was crazier than he was.
He's Sadie McNojacket.
I was just gonna say Canadian and McPlant Killer.
This is the best Raw review ever.
We had 101 of these. We have reached no fucks given.
Invented that McMitch murderer.
Keep it going. Okay, so
At this point now, I'm not even thinking about what happened on Raw. I'm just coming up with
That's
names
right. That's
for
fine.
people.
You guys come up with names. I'll just let everybody know what happened.
You go. I'm people now.
So Jericho is yelling at him for destroying the jacket, and that he needs to pay him $15,000, and he needs to apologize and all these things. And Ambrose is like, no, that's not what I'm out here to do. I'm out here to challenge you to a match at Extreme Rules. And Jericho pretty much says that it doesn't matter what it is. He's beaten everybody. He can beat Dean Ambrose. And Ambrose is like, cool, because Shane gave me the option of any match I wanted. And so he
made one the fuck up.
Yeah, so he brings down what initially we thought was a cage. Because
it was a cage with cooler music.
Yeah. Very...
It wasn't just... Dun, 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 dun,
yeah, it's very,
dun, dun,
very,
dun.
very intense music for the cage. It comes down, and then there's a second cage type thing on top of it with different weapons and different objects attached to it. There was a fire extinguisher. There were nunchucks. There was a strap. There was a mop with a bucket. There was a Mitch Jr. was attached to it. There was all kinds of shit hanging up there. And this is going to be the first ever Asylum match.
This is probably going to be the most morbid match in history, because this is the only match where in the build-up someone died, and so they bring his son specifically to kill him in the match.
Oh God! He's like a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. So now we have the first ever Asylum match, which is
Planty McGonna die.
Baby McNodad.
Jesus Christ.
Jeezy McBeard face.
So yeah, we're doing an Asylum match. Look forward to our Extreme Rules predictions, where we'll decide who we think is going to win the Asylum match.
Cagey McDeathfuck.
We had a tag team match where Primo and Epico finally made their way to Monday Night Raw as the Shining Stars. Why did we need to give them this name? Whatever. They tried to pass off Corey Hollis and John Skyler, who we've seen multiple times on NXT, as hometown North Carolinians. They
might be hometown North Carolinians.
Maybe.
Yeah, but they have weird
They
fucking
gave them
names.
different names, even though Skyler's tights say Skyler on the back, and Corey Hollis has a CH on his. Whatever. It was good for the Shining Stars. That they looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Beating the shit out of these guys.
Primo and Epico.
I mean, super talented. They got no reaction whatsoever, though. The crowd did not give one fuck about who they were and what they were doing and anything. No one gave a shit about Puerto
They
Rico.
didn't even give a bullshit.
No, there was no bullshit chance. Nothing. We find out.
That was like a Matadors reference. Bullshit.
Well, they released the bullshit.
No, they released the bull, so there is no more bullshit.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. So Shining Stars pick up a
He
win.
should have just repackaged him as himself. Masquerita Dorada would have gone over and
There you go. So yeah, the Shining Stars pick up a win with a double underhook or a double arm wrench high-low or
Yeah, it's basically
It was
a Puerto Rican total elimination.
yeah, it was a high-low, but with a kick to the face instead of the clothesline.
It was good.
Yeah.
It's a good finish. I dig it, and they call it the Shining Star. Okay. Let's just get that gimmick over and
Just call it the Us.
yeah. the Epico Primo. We find out in 2 weeks John Cena will make his return to Monday Night Raw, so that'll be the
Too bad we can't see him.
America McMuscleface.
That was good. So yeah, that will be the night after Extreme Rules. That'll be the following Monday. We had Dana Brooke taking on Becky Lynch. We found out the unfortunate news earlier today that Emma got hurt over the weekend and will unfortunately have to undergo back surgery. So she's out indefinitely at this point. There's no timetable until after the surgery is over. So Dana Brooke is going this on her own. She did decent.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm neutral toward Like I said,
I feel like I felt like there were times where she looked visibly nervous.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't expecting to go this on her own. She was expecting to have Emma in her corner the whole time.
And it's just a way bigger audience than NXT crowds.
Yeah. And she didn't even get that much time in NXT because she was constantly dealing with her injuries.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I'm on the slightly more positive side of neutral, but it's not like.
Yeah. So I have residual hate from her time in NXT because she didn't quite live up to what she was supposed to. So I'm not totally trashing on her. I'm hoping she gets better.
With Emma out, I wouldn't be surprised if they put her back down in NXT
Buffy
in the weeks to come.
Oh, but you think they'll do that?
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if
it
they
would
will.
benefit her.
Because
to be honest.
Because her coming up to the main roster was basically to give Emma more of something to latch onto.
True. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And if Emma's not there, and if she proves that she's not ready, then.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if NXT is gonna work out for her because that was the thing is that Dana and Emma were a unit in NXT.
But it's easy to forget that NXT is first and foremost developmental. So
true. Well, we'll have to wait and see what comes in the next few weeks. Finding out like how long Emma's gonna be out. Granted, it's gonna be a good chunk of time. So. We'll have to see what happens there. But Dana Brooke did pick up the win on Becky Lynch. Becky went for a sunset flip, and Dana dropped down, hooked both the legs, and got the pin that way. We had more life lessons from Coach Backlund. This is just exactly what happened on SmackDown, reiterating the fact that Bob Backlund is old.
Yeah.
We had the Dudleys talk to the McMahons, saying that hey, this is the new era, but two guys from the Attitude Era want to show what they can still do. And so Shane lets them decide which one of them is going to face Big Cass later.
I like they try to pawn off like there's like, hey, give us two local talent, and I figured like at that point Shane and Stephanie were like, oh shit, we accidentally gave those guys to Primo and Epico.
Oh,
so you're gonna have to face Tolly McSevenfoot.
And this was just Big Cass squashing both the Dudleys.
Yeah.
In what could have been a handicap match because even Bubba got himself some. He got booted right in the face, and then Devon, who was actually in the match, ended up getting hit with the East River Crossing, and Big Cass picked up the win. We had the culmination of the Golden Truth. We had the whole video package. You were losing it. You were having so much fun.
I loved this video package. If I can find this video package on like YouTube or something.
If it's on WWE's YouTube, we'll put the link in the description.
Link in the description. It's going to do background on my phone. I'm just going to have it playing non-stop. It's going to be my new ringtone.
It was very entertaining.
Had I not disliked the Golden Truth thing, like I like the idea of the video package, but I don't know. If I was more on board with the build-up.
Right. So you're not really a fan of this at all.
It was I liked the idea of it, but you'll probably hear more about it if you click over to this.
Hey, check out
channel.
Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Yeah.
I heard that's a cool channel.
Yeah. Link in the description. So
I don't know who's on it, but it's
Tyler
pretty good
Breeze
stuff.
and Fandango ended up picking the win when R-Truth accidentally heel kicked Goldust in the face, and Tyler Breeze picked up the win. Tyler Breeze now has 3 straight wins on the main roster, and it's awesome.
Good job, Breeze.
All of them over Goldust.
Yeah. Wow. Apparently, Goldust's weakness is Tyler Breeze. Or
Selfie McDance Boys.
that should be their tag team name. We then had them in the back where R-Truth and Goldust are like, hey, we need to work on our tag team thing.
Our Feng Shui.
And our chakras, which I didn't know what Feng Shui was.
Feng Shui.
They told me.
And everybody's Wing Chun tonight.
Alright.
Anyway, they were talking.
Yeah, and
Goldust was like, screw this, I'm out. And R-Truth was like,
no, you're
please
not.
don't. And Goldust was like, screw you, I'm out. And then, what's their names?
Selfie Dance Boys.
Should have done that faster, I was hoping for. Anyway, those two came up.
We do it again.
And we're like, fuck you guys.
Selfie Dance Boys.
Close enough. On time.
And then Goldust was like, you know what? We can do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
Kick those guys' asses.
But watch his face, R-Truth. Don't kick him there anymore because it doesn't work.
And then they tried to like fist bump and handshake and couldn't quite get it, so they hugged.
Yeah. A hug always works. You can't really fuck. Well,
You
can't.
can fuck up a hug.
You can fuck up a hug.
Hug you make old guys.
Right. Then we had the New Day wanting to know about the bygone era.
Yes.
This was so much fun.
Not to be confused with the bisexual era.
I think that's now.
I think it was more like ancient Rome.
Well,
Everyone fucked everyone in Rome.
everybody fucks everybody nowadays.
Yeah, they're
Well,
horny Roman
I don't
people.
fuck everybody.
That's true. So no, this was a hilarious bit where they're trying to figure out what was the bygone era, and luckily Xavier Woods had made us a time machine, so we got to experience the bygone era. Though we did stop off in 2009 where we got Jamaican Kofi Kingston
Kofi's
once again.
best year.
Yeah, Kofi didn't want to leave because that was his best year. But then, so we end up back in the bygone era where instead of bootios, we had derriere squares. The New Day all had
manly mustaches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big E had like I don't know.
Everything was black and white in the bygone era.
Yeah. And Xavier Woods didn't like it because there was no video games. And he's like, that's why the vaudevillains are here, because this era sucks. And then they said, but no matter what era it is, they will always be the WWE World Tag Team. And then they got the shit kicked out of them by the vaudevillains. Vaudevillains then hit two new
assholes.
They hit two new double team finishers and then sent Xavier Woods crashing into the time machine.
And now they're all stuck in the past.
Yep.
So now they're going to wrestle in Extreme Rules in the Match to the Future.
I like it.
That was awesome. Best Raw review ever. Then we had the Usos versus the Club with Roman Reigns and AJ Styles out at ringside.
The Real Brothers versus the Good Brothers.
Good physical contest.
Yeah.
Like they always have good physical matches. Still nothing out of the ordinary for this.
That's just what it was at this point for the match itself. It was like, okay, well,
yeah,
I've seen this a bunch
and
now.
pretty much what this is just kind of hitting home is that both tag teams are going to be out at ringside during the match on Sunday. So we're going to have 6 guys out there, and 2 of them are vying for the championship. So we'll see what happens there. But Usos end up hitting 2 double super kicks, and then Jay hits the Superfly Splash on Carl Anderson. The Usos pick up the win, and then things start to get a little bit out of hand afterwards.
Everyone starts fighting.
Yes.
Then Roman gets chair happy.
Yeah, he hits AJ real hard with a chair. He had a good shot on AJ.
Yeah, and AJ Turner had almost did the Bray Wyatt arch, but just
on the back of his head. Just on the back of his head.
And then AJ got a hold of the chair, and he went trigger happy on the chair, even though, as Thomas was saying when we were watching, chairs don't actually have triggers.
You don't fire a chair.
No, you don't pull the trigger. Who said that?
You could set a chair on fire, I guess.
Yeah.
You could look at a chair and go, "You're fired." That's firing a chair.
Yeah.
But then you don't have anywhere to sit.
That's true.
And then he gave him the world's smallest Styles Clash onto a chair.
Yeah.
Well, when a guy's almost a foot taller than you, it's kind of difficult. But hey, he still hit it. The fact that he hit the move on Roman Reigns was impressive.
I think that was their test run to see if they could pull it off during the match.
Yeah, their test run was, let's put a chair here. Just in case anything goes wrong, it'll go really wrong.
Just in case we fuck it up, I will get really hurt.
It did look like Roman Reigns smashed his face. Because he didn't have much room to move his head.
There's legit, when he's down there, there's maybe 3 inches between his head and the mat.
Yeah.
He's lucky.
So I don't even think he pulled his head back far enough. He just kind of scraped his face along the canvas as AJ hit the move. But they hit it. Awesome. And then our final match was Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto. This... Okay. This match. First off, we've seen this match before. So it wasn't anything new. Second off, we had Sin Cara watching the match, which is okay, because he's Kalisto's friend. But then we had Rusev...
Friendly McNoface.
...attack Sin Cara. And it looked like he was kind of working with Del Rio.
Okay, so Rusev attacking Sin Cara would have worked fine. Because Sin Cara pinned him last week. He's going against Kalisto.
Right.
Makes sense. But the fact that Del Rio held Kalisto to watch the monitor against the ropes for at least a minute.
So he should have been disqualified.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, why did we show Kalisto on the Tron if when it was happening at ringside, he wasn't going to give a shit?
And I didn't get the ideas, why did we have what looked almost like a collaboration between Del Rio and Rusev just after the breaking of the League of Nations?
Here's my theory.
Okay.
Rusev and Del Rio did not want to break up, but they really don't like Sheamus.
So they staged the whole thing.
Just to get Sheamus to leave them alone.
I think they bonded after they both ran into that door when the League of Nations broke up and Sheamus walked off, and they're like, man, this door really hurts. Yeah, it does.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup. So, Rusev and Del Rio are staying best friends. So then Sin Cara's getting his ass kicked out at ringside by Rusev, and that distracts Kalisto for a second. Alberto hits a backstabber, picks up the win, and then Rusev...
Potentially the most impressive looking backstabber he's ever done.
Yeah, Kalisto got a good bounce off of that one. And then Rusev ended up getting in, and then tried
I want to see a sell-off between Kalisto and Dolph Ziggler.
Rusev puts the accolade on Kalisto and about bends him in half.
Yeah. Hashtag PvP yoga.
Yes. Then we finish off the night with the contract signing for the Women's Championship submission match that will be this Sunday. Charlotte defending against Natalya. We got more issues between Charlotte and Ric Flair. And then we had, Natty pretty much saying that Charlotte isn't who she used to be when they wrestled all those times in NXT, and then when Charlotte first came up to the main roster, and Shane and Stephanie just wanted the contract to be signed. They didn't really want anything else to happen.
Yeah, the interjection from Oldie McHeart Attack.
I'm sure from a...
Oldie McBleeds a lot.
Slappy McDead Arms. You okay?
That's my favorite one.
I think I broke the rundown.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thanks for watching.
Oh, God.
Stephanie slapped the shit out of Ric Flair.
Oh.
The contract did get signed.
Yeah, there was the added stipulation that if Ric Flair even walks down to ringside or attempts to walk down to ringside...
Die. We have snipers on lookout.
They're on top of the Asylum cage.
Charlotte will forfeit the title.
That too.
And if he got involved in any way and screwed anything up on Raw, Charlotte would drop the title then and there.
Well, no, it was if she refused to sign.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But
she signed.
Maybe that too.
Because she's smart. But yeah, then Rick started getting real antsy and talking shit to Stephanie, and they started talking shit to Shane. And Shane's like, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight. I have way too much respect for you. And Stephanie's like, I don't give a shit. Just slap the hell out of Ric Flair. And then Natty
I definitely expected that of Stephanie because Rick's comment was like, I tried to like you because of your husband.
Yeah. because Because you're married to Triple H, I tried to like you. Didn't work. So yeah, he gets slapped and pulled out of the ring by security, and Charlotte gets put in the sharpshooter, and then she walks away trying to hold up her pants and grabbing her shoes, while Natty poses in the ring with the Women's Championship. And that was Monday Night Raw.
It was a lackluster way to end Raw.
It was alright.
It was okay, but...
Yeah.
I'm glad they highlighted the ladies for the finish.
Yeah, I just think they were counting on Charlotte to get over more in North Carolina.
Probably.
Either way.
She did a good job of trying to turn the fans against her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to punch everybody's best friend.
Anyway, that is it for the Raw review. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, click all the links down in the description, especially the Reasonable Wrestling Fans link, because we're posting
gonna be so much better, guys.
so many new videos coming up this week. Different types of videos, no more reviews, just
no more shitty McRundown.
I think that's a different channel.
No,
that's the Chipotle review channel.
The Wrestling Rundown recommended by Slappy McDead Arms.
The Wrestling Rundown isn't going anywhere because we're still going to be doing our reviews, weekly reviews, and you'll be able to find all of those up in the playlist along with our Extreme Rules predictions, which will be coming out this Saturday, 24 hours before the pay-per-view happens. So be sure to look for all those videos. Check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans for some brand new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Yeah, fuck, what's his name?
Prissy McCumpface?
Yeah, fuck Prissy McCumpface.
Yeah. What's Jim Cornette?
Oh, God. I don't even know.
Southern McFucktard?
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Racket McDouchebag.
I suck at this game! Sucky McTemper Tantrum. Fuck you!
Oh.